Meow, meow. I'm not a woman dressed as a cat. I am a cat. By show of hands, I'm curious, how many of you believe and confess that I'm a cat? Great. By show of hands, I'm curious, how many of you believe that your child or a child from this school would believe that I'm actually a cat? No one. You are right. Why? Because you are not stupid, and these children are not stupid.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This video comes from the Grassroots Army, and it's titled Mom Dresses Up as a Cat at a School Board Meeting to Prove a Point. Now, this video has been going around for about a month now, and I remember seeing it, but I didn't react to it because I was like, why is she wearing a cat suit at a school board meeting? It just seemed like over the top theatrical, you know what I'm saying? But you know, she might have an actual good point. She might be really saying something. So I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna watch it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe while you're watching with me. Now let's roll it.
And I am a cat. Meow, meow. I'm not a woman dressed as a cat. I am a cat. By show of hands, I'm curious, how many of you believe and confess that I'm a cat? Great. By show of hands, I'm curious, how many of you believe that your child or a child from this school would believe that I'm actually a cat? No one. You are right. Why? Because you are not stupid, and these children are not stupid. Truth prevails over imagination. Reality exists. Discernment is innate and something we are biologically wired to have. One look at me and you know this to be true. I am a woman posing as a cat. You may also think correctly that if I truly believe I'm a cat, I have a mental disorder. If I suffer from a mental disorder, and if I am unable to discern reality, am I safe to be around children? Would you put me in charge of making critical decisions about the safety and well-being of children and about the direction of their education when I cannot even discern truth from fiction? Confession. I'm not actually a cat, guys, just because I say I am. You've not agreed to or committed to addressing me as a cat simply because I demand it. No tail, whiskers, or outfit makes me a cat, just like no lipstick, high heels, or long hair makes him a man, a woman. It is just as biologically impossible for me to become a cat as it is for a man to be a woman. And you have one job as members of this school board, and it's defined as this. School board members are responsible for broad, forward-thinking, minute analysis and decisive action in all areas that affect students and staff in their schools. I ask you, do you believe that the actions of a grown man playing dress up as a woman affects the students and staff positively or negatively? A public school is not the place for social experiments in altered realities or gender ideologies. It is not the place to celebrate a grown man with a mental illness, dressing as a woman, and teaching kids lies. Children come to school to learn facts and truths about reality, including unchanging biological truths about science and nature, not to learn that they can change biological realities and become anything they want in the name of diversity. What you're actually doing is worse than just lying to our kids. You're forcing them to be participants in your lie, in your charade. You're forcing them to deny what they see with their eyes, and you're forcing them to speak lies. I ask you again, am I a cat? And if you say no, then the mindset must be aligned with your discernment across the board. By allowing a falsity to be displayed and paraded around the school, you teach children that truth is not existent, facts are not real, and biology is a lie. You fail at your job, your only job, by confusing children and teaching them untruths and to coddle a grown man playing dress up as a woman. If you were to address me as a cat right now, it's as ridiculous as when you say Miss Bixler and a grown man's voice comes thundering over the...
Thank you.
Okay. All right. That was a W speech right there. I gotta say, I was finding it hilarious the whole time. I think my man right here in the red shirt was having a hard time not looking at the booty. He's so close. You know what I'm saying? This guy too, them right there, they was trying so hard not to look at her tail. But yeah, I mean, she couldn't have said that any better. This delusional idea that you could just wake up one day and change your sex from a man to a woman is a lie, and we shouldn't be telling kids this because it's dangerous. Things like dressing up as a cat or dressing up as a dog or a lion or pretending to be something that you're not, that's childish behavior. That's kid-like behavior. You know, you shouldn't come to school and be affirmed in that type of craziness from an adult. That's not, you know, that's not what adult teachers are put at their jobs to do. They're there to teach. You know, they're there to be the rational the rational counter voice to children's delusion. But unfortunately, we have a huge swath of teachers who believe in this nonsense that you could be a cat, you could be a man, you could be a woman. If you're not, you could do whatever you want. There's just no rules. There's no rules when it comes to biology, which couldn't be farther from the truth. Now, initially, I thought she was doing too much with the cat suit. That's very distracting. But I think it was worth it to prove a point. I understand the point that she was trying to make, and I think she made it very well. I don't know what it's like being a student in today's society. I know things have changed a lot, but is it too much to ask that we just focus on academics? Is it too much to ask that we just focus on higher marks in subjects and higher test grades? Is it too much that we focus on actual academics? Back in my day when I was in school, I would never ever in a million years I wouldn't even feel comfortable expressing to my teacher anything about gender. Because I could have got them in trouble. That's weird. That's just weird behavior. Grown adults shouldn't be talking in depth to kids about their gender and about sex and about sexuality. That's the place for your parents. It ain't a place for no teacher. Teachers could go to jail for stuff like that. Back when I was a kid, that'd probably be considered like, SA, like sexual assault or something like that. Maybe not sexual assault, but it'd be wrong. You're not supposed to do that. But now there are a lot of teachers, and I don't want to say all because it's definitely not all, but there are a lot of teachers who it almost seems like they come out of college, with their degree, ready to be a teacher, and they're just excited. They can't wait to challenge the gender norms and to, push this ideology, this delusion onto children. And I think this needs to stop. I think we need to start vetting teachers better. I guess it really all depends on what district, what state, where you at, because things vary a lot as you travel from county to county, state to state. But I think that there needs to be a better vetting of teachers. I think it's very distracting to have teachers who, want their kids to say the Pledge of Allegiance to rainbow flags and, who obsess over race and gender and things like this. Like, just teach the kids math, reading, and writing, and history. Gender and race and subjects like that, those are things that kids are going to have to deal with and experience as they grow older, and they can get more into it as they get older. Once somebody 18, you're on the way to being an adult. It's more about you making your own decisions for yourself than at that point. Once you're 18, going to 21 and 21 and up. But as a child going to school, there shouldn't be any type of pressure to learn about these subjects, because for young children especially, they can be very confusing. I did a video about this just a few days ago, and one of the teachers literally said that her students are queer because she's queer.
Visit me almost every day after school, and a lot of them are queer because I am queer, and they.
I mean, is that not an explanation enough that this stuff is distracting and it's taking kids away from what they really need to be focused on? But overall, W message from this cat mom. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe on your way out the door. Till next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments below. I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.